Hey, welcome back to my channel, Gen X Nation. I was out for a little while, taking care of business as usual. We do keep a busy schedule. Um, my channel name is Dear Gen X, and going forward, I will continue to start using that model that I created for myself. So, without further ado, I will be going over real quick Real Housewives of Potomac, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and again, I'm reminding everybody to vote. Today is the day to do it. Um, First question I got, Dear Gen X, why do Mia be lying so much? Well, I can't answer that question, but it seems like it keeps her relevant and keeps her on the show. And from what I can see, Mia wants to be the queen of the show. She has came to throw Karen off of her throne by hook or crook, as we say. So Mia is going to do whatever it takes to be relevant, whether she's telling the truth or a big fat white lie. Because I know when she sat at that table and said something to the effect of helping some doctor on that island in North Carolina was the first doctor that she opened an office for or something. Everybody facial expression said what it needed to say. Mia was lying. So continue to watch Mia lie the rest of the season. Um, Next question for Gen X. Gen X, why is Ashley here? I don't know why Ashley is here. I don't even think Ashley know why she's here. She's never going to tell you her story. She's never going to tell you what's the deal with her and Michael. She seems like she's just trying to chug along to stay on the show because she's in between. I don't want to get fired, so I got to watch what I say because I know last season I kind of screwed up, and I watched Robin get fired, so I don't want it to be me. And I can't really let Michael go because he's my financial security. So Ashley's really sitting back and reevaluating her life, and now it looks like she's trying to hustle and get out there. She says she's doing some premieres and some hosting, so she's finally trying to get up off of her behind, just in case Michael decide he finds a better model or whatever. Next question I have, dear Gen X, is it you or does it seem like Giselle has shifted in her attitude on the show and her relationship with Wendy? Absolutely. Absolutely. Giselle doesn't have her sidekick Robin anymore, so they can go around and hate together, per se. Because Giselle and Robin was some hating, them was some two hating chicks right there. But she doesn't have Robin to do that with her. So she had to flip the script completely and become nice Giselle. And seems like she wants to get along with everybody and she wants to resolve and squash issues. If you notice, without Robin, Giselle seems to be pretty nice and good person to get along with. She's calling people, checking up on Wendy, wishing her happy birthday. Never would have seen that if Robin was on the show. So I don't know if Giselle was the mean one or if Robin was the mean girl, but together they were mean girls. So somebody was leading one. I don't know which one it was, but it looks like Robin was for now. But it could have been Giselle, but Robin's not here to defend herself. So keep looking for Giselle to continue to try to change, her persona on the show. I think Giselle is who she is. And, in the words of Maya Angelou, when people show you who they are, believe them. Giselle will get back to the old Giselle eventually. She's just starting off on a good foot. And I think that's a good thing. Dear Gen X, my next question I receive is, why is Karen deflecting? Karen is deflecting every and anything about her incident last summer. And I'm not even going to really talk about it because it is a personal matter. She is handling it in court, and I don't want to run it in the ground. She got a DWI. There are people in this country who get DWIs every day. Is it a good thing? Absolutely not. It is not safe to get behind the wheel while you're drunk or had a couple of drinks. We all know that. Uber and all kind of ride shares are available. You can get your own personal driver, especially considering how much money Miss the Grand Dame has. And it's also dangerous because you can hurt yourself or somebody else. So I do not in any shape, form, or fashion think, well, what Karen did was okay, getting behind that wheel, but y'all can't run that in the ground. That can be the whole season of Karen's DWI. Please don't make it that way. But when Karen flipped the script on Homegirl and said, well, your ex had 25 charges, everybody at that table eyes popped up like, what? So, be careful what you ask for. Is Karen deflecting? Nah, she probably don't really want to discuss it on camera because it's an ongoing case. And 50% of it may be deflecting at the same time. So with that being said, I think Karen will be okay. I just think they need to stop worrying about her DWI. We knew it was going to be a big case, when the show started, and they have already wore me out on it. And I think we're only on the second episode. Let it go, okay? And that's pretty much all I have for Potomac. I think it's doing really good. It's moving right along. I don't know the new people that well to speak on them. I like to see the characters develop on the show, but it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting this year. And as I said, look out for Mia. She seemed like she wants to be the grande dame of Potomac and kick Karen off of her throne. So going to be an interesting season. All right. Moving along, I got a couple of other questions I have to answer. And keep in mind, everything on my channel is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. So I'm going to read 2 letters that came to Gen X. Again, these are alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And I'm going to respond to the letters. The first letter is from a young lady named Destiny Payton. It says, Dear Gen X, I'm a 40-plus-year-old woman who betrayed my friend by hanging out with her ex, who cheated on her and had a 5-year relationship with a young woman that produced a child. My friend confided in me and cried on my shoulders during this ordeal. They are now divorced. However, I chose to remain friends with the ex and often visits him when he and while I'm visiting him, the homewrecker is in my presence. My friend feels betrayed and no longer wants to associate with me. However, I have attempted to apologize for my actions, but my friend seems like she would never forgive me. What can I do to get into her good graces again? I miss our friendship and I want my friend back. Signed, Destiny Payton. Well, Destiny, let me tell you something. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You have betrayed the trust. She will be cordial with you, but the friendship is basically over. Okay? You betrayed the trust because if she's cried on your shoulder, telling you all the hurt and pain this man did to her and this alleged homewrecker, and now you're hanging out with those people occasionally, I don't know how often, she has to feel in the back of her mind that you may or may not be telling them certain things that you had conversations with her about. So she can't trust you. She don't know what you're taking back, what information you're taking to them back over there. And it can't be nothing. I think your friend has moved on and found other ways to occupy her time and running her business and whatever else she has going on. But I think you need to accept the fact that you betrayed the trust. And once you betray a trust from an individual, it's really hard to get that trust back. You can work all you want, but they will never trust or see you the same. So work on being cordial, work slowly into being able to be in the same room, and don't keep bringing up the issue. If you want her trust back, you pretty much going to have to earn it, and it's still up to her whether she decides to give you that trust back and let you back into her circle again. She'll associate with you and be cordial, but she's probably not going to ever let you back into her circle, and that's something you just have to live with. And just remember, going forward, anytime you make new friendships or whatever, make sure you understand girl code, make sure you understand what trust means, and make sure you be just a real friend. And maybe you've never been taught how to be a real friend to a person, I don't know, but that's something you might want to work on. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, my next letter comes from another individual named Melanie Shuri. Dear Gen X, I'm a 30-plus-year-old woman, single mother of 4 children with several businesses. My friends have been accusing my supporters of harassing them and for their business failures. Even though they have no solid proof of this, they expect me to tell people I have never met what to do or what not to do. My supporters were here for me when my so-called friends were not. They have created me a supported group outside of my inner circle. They have been standing 10 toes down for me and has helped me launch several successful businesses. By the way, they don't seem to mind the same people who are complaining about my supporters when their family members align themselves with groups who don't like or support me, and has made several derogatory comments about me and my children. Is it a double standard, or do I tell my supporters to not bully or harass anyone on my behalf, or do I just mind my business and continue to launch my successful career, business, and creating the generational wealth that I'm trying to do for my children? Signed, Melanie Cherie. Well, Melanie, my answer to you is mind your business. You can't control grown folks. And think about the reasons these people came together to support you. They came together, as you said in this letter, to support you because your inner circle of friends there in your hometown of Huntsville seemed to not give you the support that you felt you needed. Maybe they thought they gave you support that they felt you needed, but you didn't get the support that you felt you needed. And then they were hanging around, cheesing with your ex while everybody was, waiting on your downfall. And then when that didn't happen, they didn't have anywhere to go but try to, let me go back and try to make it up with Mel. Let me go back and talk to Mel. No, you did the right thing. You stood 10 toes down. Everybody outside of your group seeing what was happening from our point of view, looking at the television. And we said, wow, I can't believe a woman is going through this. No matter how long it took her to leave her husband. Oh, she put up with it for 5 years, whatever. People try to fight for their family. If you got 3 kids, you don't walk away. And if she got pregnant doing that, that's her husband. Are you telling her she was wrong for being intimate with her husband? Because he was probably telling her he's not going to do it again? So you have to look at the bigger picture. You did what you needed to do. You did what you need to do. You got back strong again. You took care of your children. You took care of your mental health. You became this powerful woman. You don't let it bother you anymore. And now you're working through it. And hopefully one day you'll meet your king who will appreciate everything that you've done and everything that you've been through. But those people there do not deserve for you. And I'm not saying people should bully them or they should not be calling and trying to close down businesses and talk stuff about businesses. That should not happen. It just shouldn't happen. However, you can't control grown folks. You may be able to go on the platform and say, hey, people, if you're doing this, just don't do it. I'm good. I appreciate everything y'all done for me, but I don't want them to think that y'all that type of group, because you're not. You're grown women here. Or it could be people just doing stuff and saying they millimeters. There's no way for them to know that. I can go make a phone call and say, I'm a millimeter and I want this place closed down. That don't mean I am. So I wouldn't so much worry about it. But you make sure in the end, if you feel the need to do something, you just tell your fans, if y'all doing that, please don't do that on my behalf. And for the people who faking millimeters and doing it, there's nothing you can do about that. But those people who were supposed to be there for you didn't. They weren't there. And the people who were there for you were strangers who felt your pain. The pain that the people who sitting there looking in your face every day didn't feel, apparently, or didn't feel it was serious enough. So now that you persevered and got past that, all of a sudden it's a problem. See, and that's where the issue lies. Okay? So I think you're doing what you need to do. Keep pushing forward, keep growing your business, keep growing your brand, and everything will just, in the end, even its way out. Okay, I hope that helps you. Last thing I'm gonna talk about is got to give big shout out. Big shout out. I be telling y'all I love me some Stormy Steele. I'm giving a big shout out to Stormy Steele. She was on Tamara Hall today. Now, she is the definition of growing her business. And this is what I'm talking about. Melanie Cherie and Stormy Steele are growing businesses. You're seeing them on, TikTok. You're seeing them on different interviews. You're seeing them on different shows, This Nation, whatever. They out here doing what you're supposed to be doing off of that show, instead of sitting back with the pettiness. like some of those people still in the petty world. Get your businesses off the ground, okay? Shout out to Stormy. And I didn't mean to put Melly in there because I really wanted to make this about Stormy. Shout out to Stormy. Stormy, you doing your thing. I always like Stormy and Courtney. It's kind of sad. I hear she leaving the show, or she may have left the show already. I don't know if they're showing any more episodes with her on there. But keep growing your business, Stormy. I will be supporting you. I'm going to go get some of your hair oil. I always liked it. It was very good and it smelled good. I hope you come back out with the shampoo and conditioner because I like that too. So with that being said, the last thing again, this is it. This today. We ain't got no choice. It's gonna happen. Tomorrow morning you wake up with a new president. I don't know who it's gonna be. At this point, we've all done our civic duty. At least I hope we did. And the rest is in God's hand. And with that, you guys have a very blessed rest of your day. And this is Jen Nation out.